Now, back to your friends, Don and Gino.
Of the week, right here on the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show. Don Gatling here with yours truly, Mr. Gino Franchi.
Hey.
Partner in crime. And Gino, I do enjoy working with you, man. You know your stuff. You're a smart man.
Well, thank you, sir. In fact, you know what's interesting is we forget sometimes, but we've been working together for almost 7 years now.
That's right.
Time goes by pretty quick.
And we actually still like each other.
Yeah. And that's a lot of hours a day if you put it all together.
Yeah, I spend more. My wife, Cindy, calls you my second wife.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
I get that a lot.
Thank goodness you stopped wearing the skirt.
Oh, no.
All right.
Wrong.
One of the, and Carlos Villalobos with us with Carlos Villalobos Insurance, our insurance expert extraordinaire and good friend, reminded us of a hot topic right now that we were bringing up to him that we need to remind you of right now, because there's good news. The good news is a lot of you have increased equity position or have equity position. Many of you did not. Or even if you just recently purchased, this applies to you. So if you have just purchased a home, or
Let's say in the last 12 to 36 months.
Okay, 12 to 36 months, and have mortgage insurance. Did you know that there is an opportunity, not for everyone, but there's an opportunity for most, because we are doing this every single day right now. There's an opportunity to potentially remove the mortgage insurance and reduce your payment by hundreds. Let me repeat. There's an opportunity by calling us to reduce your payment by hundreds. We are doing this on a regular basis because now there is an equity position in your home potentially that enables us to help you remove or decrease the mortgage insurance in your home. What do you think, Gino?
Yeah, it's absolutely true, Don. Now, what I want to clarify is that, we could probably do a whole show on mortgage insurance, and we probably should.
We should.
Because there is a lot of myths, like we were talking about, like in your business, Carlos, a lot of myths about mortgage insurance. I got a call last week from someone who currently has an FHA loan that they got from a local lender, not us. And so they said, hey, I'd like to evaluate getting rid of my mortgage insurance. It's $600 a month. And I said, great, let me take a look at it. And he goes, and we did the math, and he says, well, I'm not so sure since it's going to go away in 3 years anyway. And I go, excuse me? And he goes, yeah, it's going to go away in 5 years. I said, no, it's not.
Nope.
I said, it's a minimum of 5 years, a maximum of 10 years, and it cannot go away just because the property value went up. It only goes away if you paid down your principal down to 78%. And he goes, well, that's not what I was told. And I said, I'm sure that, unfortunately, most people that are originating FHA loans don't know the true way to get rid of mortgage insurance on an FHA loan.
And that's even changed for the worse.
It has. It's been incredibly difficult. In fact, now
now
now it's just for the life of the loan.
Yeah, you get an FHA loan. And there's advantages of FHA loans. Trust us.
Absolutely.
There's a way to get into a home because of FHA. We love FHA loans. If you're a first-time home buyer or trying to buy a large home, FHA is a great option.
Well, let's talk about this. Let's talk about two people. The person who didn't buy a house last year and the person who bought a house with an FHA loan.
Right.
Even though they were paying $300 a month of mortgage insurance, their house potentially appreciated up to $100,000. You think that was good?
I think it's a great investment.
Yeah.
Plus, they get the tax write-offs and everything else. Their net payment's usually less than their rent payment. I mean, to give you some idea, if you paid $1,800 a month, in 5 years, you're going to throw away $124,000. Well, I won't say throw away. It just will not go towards a mortgage and your principal and interest deductions and all that. So the bottom line is, if you have mortgage insurance, you owe it to yourself, you owe it to your family to check it out. Just like we talk to Carlos all the time and making sure our insurance is in place, you need to make sure you're not paying more than you need to. You may not realize how much your value has gone up or what options are there for you to potentially remove your mortgage insurance, or if you have an adjustable rate mortgage that's going to reset. And don't fall in love with your interest rate. This is the problem we've seen. If you have a 3.5, 3 3/4, and now rates are in the 4s, a lot of our clients are like, I don't want a higher rate. Well, remember, you're paying mortgage insurance. So if we can remove that, we basically crunch the numbers and make sure you're saving money. And a lot of times for not much money, if any.
Sure, because mortgage insurance ultimately is a part of your finance cost. So if you take your interest rate and add the mortgage insurance to it, that'll give you an effective interest rate. So we want to make sure that as long as you refinance today to a rate that's lower than your effective interest rate, then we're doing a good thing.
So please reach out to us. You can do it multiple ways. 855-DON-GINO, 855-DON-GINO. Or if you want to just subtly email us, donandgino@gmail.com. Pretty simple. Or go to our website at www.donandgino.com. There's kind of a theme there. So please reach out to us. We're your friends. We've been here for three years on air, and in this valley, shoot, I've been doing this since '87 out here, so I'm not going anywhere. Neither are you, huh, Carlos?
I don't think so.
Okay, so we're talking about saving money. Let's talk about a couple of things in whatever order you feel most comfortable in. Umbrella policies and potential discounts. We got to hit those two before you unfortunately leave us today.
All right, let's back it up and talk about water damage to your homeowners.
Do you need an umbrella policy for that?
No, it doesn't cover you. We've been seeing a trend lately in Santa Clarita that a lot of homes built between the 1980 and 86 have been getting a lot of water damage because the materials used, whether it was copper or whatever, was not up to par. A lot of the carriers now are charging for water claims when you buy a property. If you buy a property and that property had a water claim, it's gonna be charged to you. Some carriers don't. But one of the myths about water damage is usually if it's sudden and accidental water damage, that is covered. But if you have a pipe that has been leaking for 2, 3, 4 months, and then all of a sudden you have a little leak, that's usually not covered. That will be excluded. No, that's called maintenance.
So because you don't take care of this situation, you actually could be eliminating your coverage.
That is correct.
So basically, you're being negligent.
Right.
You know.
It's like your car. You change the oil, you maintain the tire pressure. Same thing with your home. If your tile in the bathroom has, the caulking is not right and water's seeping through there, that's most likely that's not going to be covered by a claim. So you have to maintain that. Same thing with your roof. If your shingles, there's a windstorm and a couple of shingles blow off, but it's not enough to put in a claim, but you don't replace those shingles and then the rain comes and you have a water leak, first thing the adjuster is going to say, you didn't maintain your roof.
So I hope you're listening, because these are the things you probably don't even think of, and you probably see this frustration occasionally.
Weekly.
Okay. Well, I know.
See, now you know he's honest.
Weekly.
Well, that's good, because these are things that, honestly, as a homeowner, I honestly wouldn't even thought of.
Washer and dryer. When was the last time you changed your hoses?
Actually, recently, because they
But that's a number one claim where the hoses are, 15, 20 years old, they crack, and you're out of town.
So that might not be claimed. That wouldn't be claimed?
That would be covered because it's sudden and accidental. Okay. But imagine the stress you're going to go through a water claim. A lot of times...
For $15 hose.
Exactly. Enough said.
Yeah.
So, walk around your home, check your gutters, make sure that if there's a possibility that you could fix it, $10, $20, take care of it.
We're going back to the stitch in time. Saves 9. But like you said, a lot of people, well, I'm covered, but there's a lot of hassles with that whole insurance piece.
It is. Talk to your agent. Call us.
How can they reach you?
Well, I was going to say that. Call us at 255-8282. Or send us an email at carlosvinsurance@gmail.com, and just let us know your question, and we'll be able to answer them for you.
I'll bring this up real quick.
At Gmail.
I think it's important to mention, even though less people are in this situation now than a couple of years ago, but a couple of years ago, I had a lot of experience talking to people that had legitimate insurance claims. However, they were behind on their mortgage. And if you're behind on your mortgage when you have a legitimate insurance claim, because the lender is an additional insured, you can't get the money for the insurance claim until the mortgage is brought current. Very tricky situation.
Or until the lender signs off.
Yeah, which they usually require you to be current.
Yeah, it's anytime you have a lien holder, a mortgagee company, that check is going to come in both names.
Yeah, it was a very tricky situation for some of our clients, and luckily we navigated them through it, and it was worthwhile to bring the mortgage current. But the legitimate insurance claim in it was a big headache.
Wow. These are I hope you're listening out there, because these are some of the hot topics that we try to bring to light every week on things that could save you money and change your life. And that's, again, what our goal is. Every week, every Thursday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m., right here on AM 1220 KHTS. The Don and Gino Show are always trying to guide you to personal and financial wellness, and there's a lot of ways to do that. It's not just about finance, not just about loans, not just about homes. There's a lot of ways that we have brought to attention. So hopefully you go to our website at donandgino.com and click on. There's 300 clips from some of our experts and pros. There's 200 shows in there, full shows with people just as awesome as Carlos Villalobos, sharing with you what they have encountered over 30 years of experience. There's nothing like it.
Yeah, now you mentioned, and I want to jump into this one real quick because we only have a little bit here, and I want to continue when we come back, but there's 4 pages worth of discounts you can get on insurance. I mean, I only know of like 5. So I think we have a lot to talk about.
That's why we brought Carlos in.
Yeah. I could count them on one hand. He needs 4 pages. I hope the font's big.
It's pretty big.
So we're going to make sure that we go over what discounts you can get to help reduce your insurance. And I don't know of anybody that doesn't want to pay as little as possible. I'm sorry, it's expensive these days, but we do need insurance. It's important. It has saved a lot of us, including myself, over the years. When you need it, you're sure glad you have it. And that's the only time you're glad you have it. But we're going to talk more about how you can potentially save on your insurance on a regular basis. And Carlos has 4 pages. We're not going to go through every one. We'll go through some of the important ones of how you can save on your insurance, especially if you work with Carlos at Carlos Villalobos Insurance. And right here on the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show, don't go away.